Hello and welcome. My name is Narendra Lakshmanan and I would like to talk about the LV100 concept and why we think that the LV100 is the best solution for high power applications. But what are high power applications anyway? So in this context, we're talking about power conversion applications which are rated for about few hundred kilowatts and above, going into the megawatt range. What you can see here on your screen is an example of different high power applications. So for example, from the power generation side, we can see wind and solar inverters as examples for high power applications. Then on the distribution side, for example, HVDC converters or static var generators and STATCOM applications. On the other end, you can see applications such as traction inverters for railways, high power motor drives for elevators or for motors, for example. These are some applications of high power power conversion applications. Some examples for high power conversion applications. Now, these are some examples. What solutions does Mitsubishi Electric offer with respect to the power modules required for such high power applications? We have three types of power modules. What you can see on your screen is the LV100 industrial power module, the LV100 traction power module, and the HV100 power module. What is important to note is that all three power modules have the same footprint. However, the LV100 industrial and the LV100 traction power module have the same terminal layout. Now let's talk a little bit about the industrial and the traction LV100 modules. What you can see here is that the industrial LV100 is rated for 1.2 kV, 1.7 kV and 2 kV. There are three different voltage classes in the industrial LV100, whereas the traction LV100 has two voltage classes, the 1.7 kV and the 3.3 kV category. Please note that under the 3.3 kV traction LV100, we have a 600 ampere hybrid silicon carbide module and a 750 ampere full silicon carbide module in the traction LV100. Now let's take a deeper look into each of these power modules. Let's begin with the industrial LV100. What you can see here are the key features of the industrial LV100. The industrial LV100 is equipped with the latest 7th generation IGBT and diode technology. That means from the performance point of view, this module has the best DC loss versus switching loss trade-off, and the package used in this industrial LV100 is the SLC technology package, the SLC structure, the solid cover technology. As a result, the reliability of this package is significantly higher, significantly improved compared to the conventional solutions. Now, a key defining feature of this LV100 concept itself is the internal layout and the symmetrical structure, the symmetrical internal structure inside this module. One thing what you will notice is going forward, this industrial LV100 is going to establish itself as a standard for high power industrial applications. Let's talk a little bit about the SLC technology, the SLC packaging technology. What you can see here is a cross section of the conventional power module structure. And a conventional power module structure typically uses a ceramic substrate. This ceramic substrate is normally soldered to the base plate. But take a look at the SLC structure. What do you notice here? Well, please note that in the SLC structure, there is no ceramic substrate concept at all. We have a resin insulation layer and we have eliminated the requirement for a solder connection in the substrate, between the substrate and the base plate. So there is no solder layer between the substrate and the base plate. Where there is no solder layer, there is no solder crack failure, which implies better reliability, and especially with regards to the thermal cycling performance. Now let's take a deeper look into this internal inductance feature which I spoke to you about in the beginning. Now please take a step back and let's ask ourselves, how do we achieve more than, let's say, 1000 amperes from one power module? Well, normally IGBT dies in the range of 200 or 250 ampere dies are connected in parallel in a single power module. Now the challenge here is to ensure that all of these parallel connected IGBT dies experience the same static and dynamic conditions, the same static and dynamic stress. There should be a balance, there should be a synchronization among the parallel connected chips. And this is exactly what we have achieved here in this new LV100 package concept here. And here what you can notice is the fact that the P and N terminals are perfectly laminated internally, and the chips are organized in a symmetrical structure such that the static and dynamic characteristics of these parallel connected chips are perfectly synchronized. Now this is a key feature for developing power module solutions for high power applications. Now let's talk about the performance. Now here we have an example using a 1.7 kV 1200 ampere industrial LV100, and in comparison to a conventional module, for example here a 1.7 kV 1400 ampere module, we would like to show you the difference in power loss for different switching frequencies. And what do you notice here? You can see that as the switching frequency increases, the gap between the industrial LV100 and a conventional module keeps getting bigger. The power loss in the industrial LV100 is always lesser than the conventional power module. And please take a look at this 5 kilohertz range, and there you see the industrial LV100 is almost 40% better than the conventional power module under the same conditions here. Yeah, now let's take a look at the traction LV100. The key features here for the traction LV100 are that, first of all, this module is also equipped with the latest 7th generation IGBT and chip technology. This diode here, the 7th generation diode here, is specifically optimized for low VF performance, low DC loss performance. The gel here, the internal encapsulation gel here, can support TJ operation from minus 50 degrees to 150 degrees. Of course, the isolation voltage here is higher. It is 6 kV RMS. Let's come to the most important, or let's say the most interesting feature of this traction LV100, the fact that this module uses the MCB, metal casting direct bonding base plate technology. Now let's take a deeper look into this MCB technology. What you can see here on your screen is a cross section of a conventional HV module structure which uses an aluminum nitrate substrate, and this substrate is normally soldered to the AlSiC base plate. This is the conventional HV module structure. On the other hand, the MCB structure here, please take a look. The aluminum nitrate substrate is directly bonded. So directly bonded to the aluminum base plate. This is the MCB, metal casting direct bonding structure. And this structure does not require a solder connection between the substrate and the base plate. As a result, the RTH, the thermal resistance from junction to case, is significantly optimized. And here you can see there is more than 20% optimization in comparison to the conventional power module. What does this translate into? Lower RTH means lower delta TJ swing. That means lower temperature swing at the junction for the same operating conditions. In this example here, you can see that due to this RTH improvement, the conventional module versus the conventional module this new MCB module was able to optimize the delta Tj from 47.5 Kelvin to 35 Kelvin, and as a result the power cycling lifetime is significantly higher, about 6 times higher in this case. Let's quickly summarize the key features of the industrial LV100 before closing. So as I already mentioned, the industrial LV100 uses this special SLC structure. As a result, the reliability using this module is better, higher thermal cycling capability using this module. And of course, since we use the 7th generation IGBT technology, the power loss performance of this module is significantly better compared to conventional modules. The lower internal inductance, which I already explained, is a key defining feature for the entire LV100 concept. And of course, putting these factors together, what do you get? High power density. So these are the unique features. And now let's look at the target applications. This industrial LV100 is typically used, for example, in renewable applications like solar inverters or wind converters. Of course, also for energy storage solutions. Also for commercial vehicles where the rated power or the power requirement is on the higher side in hundreds of kilowatts, for example. And also for large drives, as I mentioned in the very beginning. This traction LV100, as we discussed previously, uses the MCB structure and therefore has a significantly reduced or optimized RTH junction to case. The 7th generation diode used in this package is optimized for low DC loss performance. That means it is suitable for negative power factor operation. The low temperature ripple, of course, as a result of the low RTH junction to case, helps deliver better power cycling lifetime. Improved performance using the 7th generation IGBT. This I need not repeat. We already saw an example in the industrial LV100 part. Lower internal inductance, as I mentioned, is a defining feature for the LV100 concept itself. And this module is IRIS standard compliant. IRIS standard is necessary for traction and railway applications. Yeah. And with regards to traceability, this package offers tracking and traceability. We store production data which is available for tracking and traceability. Now let's go to the target applications. So first of all, the name is traction LV100. Of course, traction inverter for railways is a key application. HVDC converters, also an interesting application for this power module. Now renewable applications like wind. So since this module has a diode with low DC loss characteristics, it makes it an interesting candidate for generator side operation, where the diode has to be, where the diode performance is a defining feature. And of course, applications like STATCOM and static VAR generation. Yeah, thank you very much.